Hello, my name is Brittany and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about 3 highly anticipated novels for me.
It's Brittany, bitch.
All 3 of these books were on my 21 books to read in 2021 and they all kind of came at the same time, so I thought, of course, I'm going to devote a reading vlog to them because that's what I like to do. So the books are The Guest List by Lucy Foley, The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton, and The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And I'm not gonna explain it to you right now because it's late. A girl gotta sleep, a girl gotta shower, a girl gotta get ready for her week. So I'm gonna get started with The Guest List because I have to return this in 2 days to the library, and I know since a lot of these I've had to wait like 6 months for, I cannot renew them any longer, so I need to read this as soon as possible. And I'm hoping since it's pretty short, I can do this. I'm hoping, especially since it's supposed to be a thriller, I'll find it thrilling and floor it. So it seems to be 313 pages, which is pretty short even for a thriller. So cross my fingers that I can actually do this in 2 days. So I'm gonna start with this right after my shower, and hold me in your prayers.
Your lips spoke softly. You seem to like me. Right place, right time. Had a feeling you'd be mine from the go. I wonder if we'll be still here at 23 with you right next to me. I don't know. I think I love you, early.
So I already finished The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and I am so sorry I did not update you, but I was trying so hard to read this within my 2-day time frame to return to the library, and I made it. I've not read a book in 2 days in like an entire month and a half maybe, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But it's also because it's a thriller, and thrillers for me tend to be usually a fast read as long as like I'm enjoying them and they're good. And I think I'm gonna give this one like a good 3 stars. It was just a normal average thriller. I enjoyed it. It would be a perfect quick airport read. But for me, it wasn't anything super special. The characters were kind of overdone and a little flat, and I didn't particularly care about their backstories, etc. But I did like how a lot of backstories interweaved and it all kind of came together at the end. And it was very dramatic, and I really enjoyed it. It was a good ending. There was a good motive that we didn't know about, and I really enjoyed it. But it wasn't anything special. It was just an average thriller. It's something to write home about. It's not something I would recommend, like you have to read this, but I think it's a really good thriller. If you want to pick it up, you want a quick read while you're at the airport or you're on a road trip, I think it was the perfect pace for that because it's kind of a slow burn mystery, but it's very easy to read and it was interesting. I probably should have told you what it was about because I don't think I did before, but basically we're at a wedding off of like the coast of Ireland, this little tiny island, this very expensive wedding, and we have a very famous groom and a very rich bride, and there's a lot of people around them that have a lot of motivations, and we don't really know who's gonna end up dead yet. Like, you don't know who gets murdered till the very end, which is something I liked. I kind of hate knowing like who gets murdered at the beginning of the book and then it tells you the whole story as to like how they got murdered, because the whole time I really didn't know who's gonna get murdered and who done it. I didn't guess it. I didn't. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. And you know what? I do enjoy that. So I'm gonna give it a nice solid 3 stars. It's a good solid thriller. I maybe I'll rate it like 3.25. I feel like it's not good enough to rate it a 4, so I don't want to give it like a 3.5 to like round it up. But like it was a good solid thriller, but it wasn't special, and it's kind of forgettable. I mean, that's rude. I just feel like a lot of thrillers are like that for me. I enjoy the ride, but like it's not something that's gonna stick with me forever. So sorry about the late recollection of this novel, but I just had to read it and get to the library as soon as possible, and I was quite in a rush, so I do apologize. I'll try to be better for the other 2 books in there, okay? I promise.
Your lips spoke softly. You seem to like me. Right place, right time. Had a feeling you'd be mine from the go. I wonder if we'll be still here at 23 with you right next to me. I don't know. I think I love you, early. You're such a
So it's the next day, and I'm about halfway through The Midnight Library, and so far, so good. I find it pretty easy to read. I'm really enjoying it, but it's nothing groundbreaking. I do enjoy reading with Nora. So Nora is our main character, and she decides to kill herself, and she ends up in this in-between place called the Midnight Library. I'm really enjoying that, like, we're going through different worlds of what she could have been and what she could have had, because I feel like a lot of these worlds, every single one really has something bad about it that she wasn't anticipating. I think this is kind of like a good lesson of the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and there's always something to every story. I don't want to spoil any of the lives for you, so I'm not going to say anything more than that. But so far, I'm finding it really easy to read and nice, and I'm hoping to probably finish it by tomorrow if I've already read like 150 pages in the last 24 hours. So that's my goal. So now we're gonna go pick up some sushi, and let's see how far I can get today.
Your lips spoke softly. You seem to like me. Right place, right time. Had a feeling you'd be mine from the go.
So it's been a long ass fucking day, and yeah, we are gonna make dinner. It's a little bit too late. Like, I'm speaking to the internet. And I'm gonna eat this entire pizza because I was not making dinner after my day. So I'll give you an update on the Midnight Library. I'm kind of getting really bored with it. Like, past the halfway point, it just keeps like repeating, and I'm just bored. And I think she's gone through like some of her most exciting lives already. I'm just kind of done with it. I don't really know how it's gonna end, but I'm kind of done. After 150 pages, I'm done. So we'll see how it goes. But I was hoping to finish it yesterday, but I'm bored. So there's that.
Right place, right time. Had a feeling you'd be mine from the go. I wonder if we'll be still here at 23 with you right next to.
Okay, so I finished the Midnight Library, and I think I'm gonna give it a good 3 stars, and I kind of wish I had more of a rating for you, but I feel like this was a really nice book to read, and it was heartwarming and bittersweet at the same time, and in a way kind of a cruel fantasy for those of us who've lived with suicidal thoughts, because she gets to relive these lives to basically realize that obviously she wants to live the life that she's currently living. Surprise. I think we all saw it going there. It was pretty predictable, and it was okay. I liked it. It was good. I would recommend it, but it's definitely not 5-star worthy, and it definitely was not what I think everyone's making it out to be. So anyway, I'm kind of disappointed because I was really expecting something a little more hard-hitting, but I've never really rated anything for him more than 4 stars. The highest rated one I've ever read from him was The Humans, and I really enjoyed that story a lot. And this was just kind of missing any interesting bits. I don't know. Check out my review to see how else I really feel about it, but I think a good 3 stars. I think it's good. I'd recommend it. I like his writing, but it's just not... It's not evocative. It doesn't draw me in so I can't like stop reading. It doesn't do any of that for me. So overall it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't really know. I don't really have much to say. So also sorry for my look. I've been going for my morning walks, so I get all nasty and then I gotta take a shower. So yeah, on to The Devil and the Dark Water. So I'm getting ready to start The Devil and the Dark Water, and I really hope it's good. The last book I just read was like really hard to read. It took me literally a week, a full 7 days to read. And this book has to be returned in 4 days to the library, so I only have 4 days to read this bad boy. And it's kind of chunky, so... Oh my god, it's over 450 pages! Oh no, no. Okay, I'm concerned. So I'm hoping I can get some good reading on this done. Tomorrow, we're gonna go see a movie, and we're gonna go see Cruella, and I hope it's good. I really wasn't like looking forward to watching it, but my brother and I have really kind of gotten into the habit of watching movies every weekend, so we're going back out to the movies, and it's gonna be fun. So anyway, I'll keep you up to date on all that. We're having garlic chicken tonight for dinner, and hopefully I'll get to read a little bit of this. Good morning. It's bright and early on Saturday morning, and I'm gonna go run some errands, surprise. And I ended up getting nicely dressed this morning because I actually have a terrible headache, and I didn't end up going for a walk, because usually I'll go for a walk and get all sweaty and gross and then go shopping and then come back and like get ready, but things are switched around a little bit today, and I'm gonna go pick up my Starbucks now and then drive all the way to Trader Joe's, and we have to be back in time for the movie today, which is at 12:10. I really like matinees because I'm gonna go to lunch right after, and Cruella's like 2-something hours long, so I hope we can make it without eating too much, but that's why I'm also gonna eat something at Starbucks this morning, which I usually don't do. So I'm gonna get my little egg white roasted pepper, whatever things are, and my favorite new drink, which is like shaken espresso with cinnamon dolce syrup. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop myself. It's so good. So that's what's gonna be happening this morning, and I'm only like 50 pages into The Devil in the Dark Water, and so far, so good. I'm enjoying it, and it's just kind of getting started, so we'll see how it goes.
Your lips spoke softly. You seem to like me. Right place, right time. Had a feeling you'd be mine from the go. I wonder if we'll be still here at 23 with you right next to me. I don't know. I think I love you, think I love you early. You're such a doll, I bet you'd never hurt me. We'd be a jet, never end. I don't wanna be a friend. Think I love you, think I love you early.
Okay, y'all, so I am 215 pages into this, and I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I'm very conflicted. It's not badly written. I think it's a very well written book, but for some reason I'm just really not connecting with it or the characters, and no one's been murdered yet, and it's almost halfway into the book. It's like, I just don't understand like where the motive is, and it's kind of like getting a little more interesting, and there are pretty short chapters, which I do love. I'm reading like chapter 35, you know, and I love that motivation, and I think that's also why I loved his first book, which is why I picked up the second novel. This is his sophomore novel, and to be honest, I never actually like liked the premise of this. I didn't really care. I just liked his first book so much that I wanted to give it a shot, even though like a Murder on the High Seas sounds interesting, but like I just kind of don't care. But I don't know, like it could change my mind. Like, but here's the thing, like I'm very tempted to just end this reading vlog and just be like done with it, because I have so many other books I'd like to read that I have in my possession that I want to read that are due in like 6 days, and if I spend another like 3-4 days on this, like I'm not gonna get a chance to read those books. So I'm honestly a little bit concerned, and the timing of it is worrisome. Like I don't really know what to do at this point. Like I'm struggling. I don't really know what to do. Like, do I finish this? Like, I wish I had like a big enough Instagram following where I could be like, should I finish this or should I just DNF it? Because it's not that I wouldn't finish it ever. It's just that I think I'll have to pick it up again whenever those other books I want to read are like completed, because I really want to read them, and this is definitely getting in the way of that. And I've been devoting a lot of time to this, and it is still taking me so freaking long to read this. Like I've already been reading for this for like 5 days at this point, and after work I've been spending like an hour each day trying to read it, and I'm not getting anywhere. Like I just feel like it's kind of dense. Like it's well written, but it's kind of dense, and I'm trying to put together all these characters, and there's no motives yet. Like there's no one dead, so I also don't know what's happening yet. I don't know, like where's the murder mystery part of this? Where's the intrigue? There's no intrigue. Where is it?
Your lips spoke.
It is the next day, and I'm on page 290. I am trying so freaking hard to finish this damn book for y'all, and I have decided I'm just gonna try to keep with it, and I'm going to try to finish it. And I have pushed off 2 other books off of my list, and I'm going to return them to the library without reading them this month, which I don't like doing, but unfortunately I feel like that's my only option, because I just feel like it's not bad and I need to finish it, but at the same time, like I'm finding it really boring. So I don't know. I mean, let me get my balloon to elaborate. This balloon is from my birthday, and I'm gonna suck the helium out of it, which whatever's left, because there's barely anything left in this thing, and I'll let you know my current rating of the book. Don't you let it out in my air.
This fucking book has gone on for so goddamn long and nothing has even happened. It's like a 2, people. It's a 2.
I really loved his first book, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, because it was really interesting. And I think the best part about that book was the fact that you got to go into a different body every single time. Like he woke up, he was in a different body, and we're trying to figure out like who killed her. And it was like every single day it ended with her murder, and then it restarted until he could like fix it. It was such an interesting concept, and this concept is not that interesting to me. They're on a boat, and I know it's like a close proximity murder. No one specifically has been murdered that we care about yet. Like I just don't understand like what the purpose of this is. It's about the devil in the dark water. It's about, haven't I told you what it's about? I don't know. But basically we have Arndt, who's like our main character, and also that is a terrible name, especially for people who are not English speakers. Like that, I'm sure is very difficult. His name is Arndt, and he's like our main character, basically, I'll call him. And he's like best friends with this guy named Sammy Pipps, who's like a world-class investigator who's basically been imprisoned for some reason we're not supposed to know until much later, which I found out, which still is not that interesting. And he's in prison, and they're trying to figure out with other people on the ship why this like old Tom curse, which is basically a demon that like somebody has to like summon, is like harming the ship. Like I don't really know, like it doesn't really make any sense, and I just kind of like don't care. Like demons are cool, but like it's not like haunting in like a haunting way. I'm not feeling anything that cares. I'm not caring. I just don't care. The first book of his was so interesting because it was such a cool concept that you wake up every single day in a different body, and then it's all explained at the end. This one just feels like very confusing the whole time. Like there's no like motive. Like I don't really care. Like, oh my god, people are gonna die on the ship. Why should I care? Why?
What I can comment on is that everybody likes my new lipstick, and I got complimented by the girl at Popeyes this weekend when I wore it, and she literally, when I rolled up to the window,
It's getting to me.
when I rolled up to the window, she's like, oh my god, you are so beautiful. And I was like, oh yeah, thank you. And then today on our team meeting, a coworker texted me, and she was like, you look really nice every day, but you look especially nice today. And I don't really know why, but you're just, there's something about you. And I was just like,
It's the Power red lipstick, girl.
so my day was very interesting. And now I'm gonna read this damn book and make some dinner. I think we're gonna have breakfast for dinner because we can't really decide on anything else, and that's probably what we're gonna do. I'm really sad to see the balloon go, but I absolutely love speaking with Helium. If I could speak like with his voice all the time, I would. I would pay for it, honey.
Your lips spoke softly. You seemed to
So, guess what? I'm gonna fucking lose it. This book, I just finished it, literally feels like the most overwritten, melodramatic adult Scooby-Doo. I'm literally trying to contain my anger, but it's literally up here, dude. I'm done. Like, I pushed through this freaking boring-ass, slow-ass book, and that was the ending. Really. Really. I honestly could cry. Like, I'm that angry. Like, I want to frustrate cry. Like, that's how mad I am at this. And I think I'm going to give it, like, 1.5 stars. Like, I swear to fuck. Like, I'm done. Like, I pushed off 2 books for this. 2! And I had to return them to the library without reading them. And there goes that reading vlog. For this, you know what? Turton was really resting on his laurels because his first book was Amazeballs. And I don't know what the fuck this was. I really don't. Who the fuck okayed this Scooby-Doo ass production without any like characters I enjoyed? I'm trying to calm down. I have to go to bed soon. I need to relax. But I'm angry. I really, you know, it wasn't interesting of a concept, but you know what? I was like, you know what? 7.5 Deaths to Evelyn Hardcastle was fucking incredible. I'm just gonna give this a shot. I don't know if I have anything positive to say about it. Here's the positive thing I want to say. You know, I changed my mind. Here you go. I think this would make an excellent movie adaptation, and it'd be kind of like a Knives Out Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. I feel like that would work really well, and I feel like as a movie, it would work pretty well. And hopefully then it'll give these characters people I care about. Like, honestly, you know, I was just picturing Henry Cavill as Arndt, and that's what got me through this, to be honest, because I feel like he would make an incredible Arndt. And hopefully, if they adapt this to the TV or a movie, I hope to fuck they change his name, because that is the most annoying name I've ever freaking read over and over and over in my life. I'm so sorry I don't have anything like really positive to say about this, because I'm just so upset. You know, when you like read a book that you are just so disappointed, like I cannot help but just be fucking angry. Like I literally could like ravage a horse right now. I could mow down a whole lawn of young Jedis. I'm Anakin mad. Like I am that deranged and crazy from this, because I read the ending and I was like, on the last page, like I literally, my mouth like dropped open. And I was like, this is what I suffered through 460 pages of? Are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck?
Stupid fucking book.
So, those are my thoughts. I'm so sorry we didn't end on a better note, but would I recommend this book? No, I wouldn't. And I guess I'll try his third book if it sounds interesting enough, or if there is a third book. And no shade to him, but wow, I really did not like this at all. And I feel like it was a complete waste of my time. It was a whole week of my life I can't get back. And here we are. So, I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching this abysmal video. And I'll talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, join the tribe. Bye.